What we do here is go back.
I swear this is not what it looks like. For those confused on what I've been doing right now, I've been working on a video project with Callie for school. So, yeah, fun. Alright, so let's talk business here. So in terms of Tech Inside, the YouTube channel that you're watching right now, I know recently I've just been doing vlogs and I'm really enjoying the vlogging aspect of the channel. I do plan on making more tech videos and building up that a lot more in the future. I know I've been slacking a little bit, so just stay tuned. Things are coming. But the reason why things have been a little bit of a mess, why sometimes content hasn't been up as much as I wanted to, is because of everything else I'm involved in and what is going to happen as well as what has happened. But so for Tech Inside, last year, basically a year ago, I brought Trevor Barnes onto the Tech Inside channel to work with videos on me and be a 50-50 partner. Now, he hasn't been doing anything on Tech Inside recently, and I don't know if that's going to change. It's welcome. He's obviously welcome to start producing more videos in the future. But with that said, we broke off to do other projects, like our network, Inside Network, which originally started off as a YouTube network where people can sign up for our network and we provide advertisements and whatnot to your videos. And that still is around. It's going to need a refinement, which I'm going to talk about. But also with Inside Network, we launched something else, or I should say Trevor launched something else, and that is Inside Radio, which is an online radio station which we ran for roughly like 5 months. In terms of Inside Network, in terms of Inside Radio, really Trevor was the one in charge of it. He put like 80 to 90% of work into it. I was just someone to help him out, to do whatever I really could, but he had a lot of the knowledge on what to do and the technical ability to do so. And in terms of Inside Radio, that is his entire project. He did that by himself. He just wanted me to help because he likes me, I guess, and I feel like him and I work well together, especially even on radio. With that said, I cannot host my own radio show. But now mentioning problems here, Trevor is kind of leaving the business. And I'm not exactly going to entirely go into that. And he's not exactly entirely leaving. It's just that his priorities cannot be what he has done already to the business. Basically, he had two choices. He can make a good life decision or a good business decision. And without getting into this very much, he chose the life decision because a business can really start whenever. The life decision that he has right now might never come again. But even with that said, I'm now realizing everything that Trevor has done to create this business, to build everything up to where it is at. Because with Trevor kind of stepping down in a way, I'm now seeing all the expenses that have gone into this, and again, the time and effort for maintaining everything. And let's take a look at the studio. Trevor started renting a studio for Inside Radio, and from right off the bat, he asked me to kind of help to pay for it and stuff, and I really couldn't, and that is the truth. I didn't really have the financial capabilities of doing so, but even with that said, I never really put the effort into trying to fix that. And I always got the impression that, oh, we'll have the studio around. And actually, going on to this summer, I plan to utilize the studio for a lot of things. For the YouTube network, hoping to make content on that, as well as for Tech Inside. I had some pretty big plans to try to make the studio a lot more, or just have a lot more, I guess, to go on at the studio, especially for video stuff. And I was working on plans and stuff mentally for that, but I didn't stop to think of how do we even have the studio, and now I'm thinking about that. But I'm really thinking about this now because we don't have the studio, or at least when this video goes up, we're probably not going to, because Trevor is backing down and can't afford it financially. He can't actually do it now, and I still personally can't, especially to that extent. I mean, I kind of figured out I could probably afford it at its current rate, though the renting rate might be going up, but even so, I've kind of came to the conclusion that I might be able to do it, but I wouldn't have money to spend for my own stuff, and I wouldn't even have money to really expend on equipment right now. So it's kind of priorities that I need to think about of, especially in the business, what do I need to really pay for right now? Because money is a huge deal, and I don't like talking about money at all, but it's important. I now need to work on my own content and figuring out my own pathway, my own priorities on what I exactly want to do in the future, and what do I want this business to become. Inside Radio, I'm hoping to still be a part of in the future, and I believe Trevor is going to be working on bringing back the radio station, and I'm hoping to work on being a part of shows and whatnot in it. In terms of Inside Network, not everything's official, but I'm kind of possibly going to be taking over Inside Network, the YouTube network, as well as a possible other network for video creators to come together and produce content with a possible TV station or something in the future. Don't want to talk about that right now. A lot of things right now definitely are kind of vague, and I'm not really giving out my exact plans and everything, but that's where I'm kind of at now, is now I need to focus on not only what do I want this to become, but also to get other people involved and figure out what am I actually capable of doing right now in my current lifestyle. And again, we'll find out. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated on more specific things on what I'm going to be working on. But I guess if you can take anything out of this is whatever project you're working on, whether it's a little project, whether it's a business or anything, don't expect people to do everything for you. Don't let people do everything for you, because when that happens, you lose control of what could happen in the future, and you're gonna have regrets on how things were run, how things were handled, and if you're anything like me, you're gonna think, dang, I could have done so much more.